Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60 and Me. Thanks for being here. I hope that you are doing great today. You've got something fun planned for yourself, an adventure that you might be off on. This is the time of your life to do things for you. So I appreciate you being here. Now my cup of tea this morning is a green tea. It's actually a jasmine. Chinese jasmine, nice refreshing tea to start the day. Hope that you got a coffee or tea as well. And again, let's sit back and relax because I want to talk about travel today. And I've got some really good ideas on tours, group tours for seniors, for older women. And I'm going to share that with you in just a second. But I want to mention, first of all, that our sponsor for today's show is Easy Spirit. Now, for the past 35 years, Easy Spirit has been making shoes for women that are comfortable and beautiful. And they've revamped their product line. They've come up with all kinds of wonderful new shoes that are very stylish. So you don't have to compromise on comfort to have good style. Now, they believe one thing: comfort should be uncomplicated, and it's a spirit that women all around the world share. We know that anything is possible when you are comfortable. So check out their products on easyspirit.com, and if you go to the description underneath this video, you will find a promo code for a 20% discount on Easy Spirit shoes. So hope that you take advantage of that. So here we are. Travel. I love travel. You know this, we talk about it all the time. But I think as you get older, your ideas about what group travel to take, how to travel changes. Not just because of our physical situation, because we might have mobility issues or just want a different pace of travel. Got some ideas for you, and at the end I'm going to mention some of the tours that I've taken part in and ones that I would recommend for you. And there's so many choices now though, because people are realizing that boomers, older adults, women who are aging beautifully like you and I, are looking to travel. And we've got a very specific type of travel that we like. And there's often a checklist of things that we want to address. So our must-have list. Now, first of all, without any doubt, the first thing that people think about in our age group when we're looking for travel, value for money. We want a good deal. Many of us are on budgets, and we have to be very careful about how we spend our money on travel. So we have to, make sure that what we get is good value for money. Now you can get accommodation in everything from hostels, if you're okay with that, to 5-star hotels, everything in between. And there's plenty of sites where you can book and get a good idea of what you get for your money. But most of all, what we really want is honesty. We want to know what we're going to get. And it needs to be honest and it needs to be reliable. People need to live up to their promises and fix things when they go wrong. And things do happen on holiday. Weather, just situations in the area, all kinds of things which you want to be working with a group tour that you trust. And that's super, super important. And I'm going to focus right now on group tours because we all do our individual thing, but these are ways of traveling together with like-minded people. Just some ideas. So value for money, that applies, of course, to all of our travel, but it does for group travel specifically. We also want to work with companies who do not charge a single supplement. Now, admittedly, the cost may be incorporated into the cost of the tour. Nothing is free anymore, right? But there are tour operators who do understand that their boomer client, people like you and I, want the price that they quote to be a single price. That you're not then later being told that there's a single supplement that you have to pay. So there's lots of ways to do this. I mean, even hostels have private rooms now, because we want our own space. But we have to some group tours plan on that kind of accommodation. But most of us want something a little bit more private than that. So that's one of the conditions I think we have to think about when we're looking at a group tour as we get older. Another thing is we want travel maybe to be a bit more leisurely. And I don't mean like inactive. I mean, obviously getting out there and doing things, but maybe when we're younger, we like to do things, we're climbing mountains or doing hikes, 10 miles a day, or doing things at a faster pace. I think now we want to be just a little bit more leisurely. We know our physical limitations, but we still want to be active and do stuff. So Road Scholar, for example, great example of a group tour company. They actually have a whole range of programs. They're more educational travel, so you go to places, learn about the place, and experience it. But they have on their descriptions, the kind of the level of intensity of movement. Can you do it with without any kind of help, or do you need to just limit the amount of miles that you're walking a day? It's very, very good. I mean, lots of companies do this, but Road Scholar is a good one for it. Now, the other thing that we might want to consider as we travel, as we get older, is to go in smaller groups. Now, the smaller groups are great because, you get to know people a little more intimately. And, there's everything from tours with 10 people maximum to maybe 20 is the largest that I've ever been on, maybe 25. But we do tend to want something that's a little bit more friendly and intimate, and gives us a chance to then get out into the world, into the place that we're visiting in a more relaxed way. We're not a huge crowd. We're moving more gently through a place that we're visiting. Another thing we do want is emergent experiences. We don't necessarily want to go hang gliding and, doing things super physical, but we do actually want to feel like we have been changed by the travel, that the travel has in some way influenced us and changed us, and that we have had a chance to get to know the people, to get into the city, into the town, visit homes. I did a tour once with a group called Eat Your Heart Out Tours. I'll mention them later, but we actually went to Burma, Myanmar. And we took walks into the mountains, and we actually met with families, like the villages that we went through, that had been organized for us so that we could go in and have a cup of tea and just meet them as people. And that was a pretty cool group experience too. So again, look at things like flexibility, and look for words when you're looking for a group tour, like level of difficulty. So you can determine what the level of difficulty is, or what's included in the price that you're paying. Make sure you know that. Check your departure places. Make sure that they're where you think they are. Some tours leave from places that are not the big cities. They start somewhere a little smaller, or they start in the country. Like if you're, for example, in Burma, we met in Yangon. We met in the country. So you arrange your own airfare to get to the tour. That's another thing to be thoughtful and careful about if you've got a budget. And then also your baggage allowances, check all of that. And the weather. I always check the weather. I always want to know what it's going to be like when I get to a place. And you can get 10-day, forecasts. It's great. So that's some ideas of like the things that we think about. And I want to go quickly through just some ideas, some different tours that you might be interested in. So first of all, Road Scholar, I've mentioned, educational tours. They've got hundreds of them all over the world. Highly recommend them. I've been on 2 myself, and just couldn't have been better. Just amazing times. The next one is Eat Your Heart Out Tours. It's EYHO tours.com. Sheila and her group are going to all kinds of cool places, and that's one I would encourage you to check out. Flavors is another. I participated in flavorstours.com. These are places, group tours in Italy that focus on painting, Pilates, Italian cooking, more focused. That's a good one. onetraveler.co.uk. It's a UK group that specializes in single travel for people over 50, and all supplement free. It's onetraveler.co.uk. And then the other one to mention is Solitaire, which is another one in this for solo travelers, not single, just solo, and that's solitairetours.com. SOLITAIR tours.com. And of course, in the article that I'm referencing here, there's a whole list of other ones that you might want to consider in a bit more detail. I just wanted to share the ones that I had experience with. Now, Solitaire I haven't, or One Traveler, but I know they come highly recommended. But you check them out. That's the most important thing, is you check them out. Make sure that they're what you want, because these companies are, there for you. They have to answer your questions, and that's the most important thing about this whole conversation, is ask. The best senior tours, best, is a very subjective term, and I want to make sure that you're getting exactly what you want. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support of 60andMe, and I hope that you have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world, wherever you're traveling or hoping to travel. And in the bottom section below, I'd like to ask you, have you ever been on a group tour? Where did you go? And what was the experience like? What was it like? I'd really love to know. Let's share. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Take very good care, and we'll talk again soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.